Well, I'm messing around with this new stand I got for my camera, so I thought I would just checking out areas to film in my house and stuff like that, because the lighting's not the best. So I thought I'd put up this video, talk about Winchester 94's a bit, and just kind of prices up here in Canada, and my opinion on the pre and post 64 and stuff like that. Just see where it goes. So, firstly, I picked this 32 special up, Winchester 94. It's from 1957, and I've had this one for a couple months now. I've been meaning to do a video on it, and haven't got around to it, but it's a really nice. I got really lucky. Picked this one up at a gun show, and it sat till the end of the show on the table for $400, and I just kind of wasn't really, didn't have my head on straight, I guess, because I passed it a lot. And my friend had a table at that show, and I sold one of my Mosins at the end of the show. So I had $200 in my pocket. So I took that money and some more money I had, and I went and picked this one up for $400 from a dealer. It came from a fella who was selling them for the fella on consignment, and I don't know what the deal is, but he was alive, but he needed the money. So the gunsmith dealer guy, he priced them to sell. He did 30-30, and then this one, and just a really nice, clean example. You can see the lighting's not the best. All original. A little bit of scratches on the receiver you can see from someone's ring, I'm guessing. A little wear, but all in all, the bluing's really nice on it. So I was really glad to get that. I've got the other 32 special that I've showed in the other videos. That one's not going anywhere, but this one's the other one's a custom. This one's all original. It holds 6 in the magazine, maybe 7, I'm not sure. And it's like a standard carbine, and just a really nice rifle with 40-64 and those Hornady plastic tip bullets at 50 yards, and get like inch groups with it. But I think it's like a 29.5 grain load I use, and the action on it is really slick. So I'll do a shooting video with that in when I get around to it. But this is post 64 30-30 that I picked up for a friend, and I got this one for $350 shipped. So this is going to my buddy, and since I had the pre and the post, I would just kind of do a little comparison to them. This one's from the early 70s. Now, I've heard some people say that the mid 60s was a real rough time for these post 64s, and then in the 70s they kind of improved on them a little bit. One thing that's really common with them is you can see that the alloy they use in the receiver has this tendency to speckle, and it's not really rust or anything, it's just wearing on the metal. So you can see this one hasn't been used very much at all. It's missing the hood. Seems like all the ones I come into, they're always missing the hood. So it's a nice one, but just the fact that it's post makes it worth less. The action isn't slick in comparison. Yeah, it's better on this one. I think for a shooter, like if you're gonna really just hunt with one, if you find the right price, these are just gonna be just as accurate. Just they're definitely not as collectible at all. Like, I would try to get a pre-64. People love to collect these. So just the year difference, right? The quality really went downhill. These are all machine parts. There's the lifter's machine. Much better quality gun, but the price on these in Canada, I'd say for pre-64 is around like $600 for a good one. When Log Cabin Looms, he made that video, and the prices he was given for America, they seemed high to me. For Canada, we seem to get them maybe a little bit cheaper. One thing I will suggest is if you're buying one, look for one from the 50s or the 40s. People seem to want less money. When you start getting into the really old ones, people seem to think just because they're that much older, they're worth that much more, which, if you're just looking for a good hunting rifle, it shouldn't matter. And another thing about buying a newer one, but still pre-64, is that the newer it is, the more likely the bore is going to be good in it. So, the Marlins, I don't have an example of one, but they're good guns too. The JM Stamp Marlins, they're even cheaper. You can get a nice one for about $400 here in Canada. A little bit heavier, but easy to strip down compared to these 94s. So I just thought some people would like to take a look at them, and like I said, just testing a few things with my camera. So thought I'd bust these out, share it, and everybody have a great day.